Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Herrera here. I hope that you are all doing well. Before I move on to episode 2 of SB19's mini docu-series made by Casual Jack, you're telling me there is actually an episode 0, so my apologies for missing this out. I should have watched this in order and I didn't, but thankfully I have all of you to let me know. So this is episode 0 and it's named Ghost. 3 missing
Disclaimer, this
members
video is only
revealed.
based on my personal research. I might miss some details and it's
There were supposed
possible
to be
to
3
have
additional members.
discrepancies, but I did my best to get as much accurate information as possible, so enjoy. Some people called me out because I credited the Go Up dance choreography to Stel and Ken. They wanted me to only credit Stel. Well, guess what? I was wrong. Because it was all of them who choreographed it.
Sino ba yung mainly nag-choreograph ng Bakit? Ikaw ba nag-choreograph ng ad-lib namin? Hindi. Siyempre, kakapolish ko sa inyo. Nakabisado ko na yung ad-libs nyo. Oh.
It was a team effort. Now that we're past that, let's get into the video. This is the timeline that most of us know. A timeline that we managed to stitch together using the information we found on the web. The internet is a vast universe. It is so big that there are still tons of information that are just hidden in plain sight. And some of them are just waiting to be discovered.
Whoa. I wonder if I'll be able to look any of these people
What if
up.
I told you that Pablo, Stel, Josh, and Justin almost debuted with 3 other guys in 2017? Would you believe me?
I actually would. They were so ready for it. I'm sorry, what?
Did Stel just
Yeah,
belt
man.
the entire bridge? Damn. Their group surely looked and sounded promising.
Of course he
but
did.
what exactly happened to the 3 other guys?
Before we even became SB19 as a group po, actually si Stel na iwan siya. Si Stel and Justin actually. Kumbaga lahat kami nag-quit na. Bumalik lang kami dahil nga parang gusto namin pagpatuloy yung pangarap namin.
The word quit has a negative connotation, but we have to understand that there are a lot of things going on behind that decision. A good example is the lack of financial income because
Absolutely.
they didn't even have a salary to begin with. And I'm sure that there are many other valid reasons. Imagine doing the same thing over and over and over again for more than 2 years. I can only imagine their state of mind during those times. So let's address the elephant in the room. Who are these guys? And where in the world are they now?
Oh, you're gonna tell us? I always love to know this sort of stuff.
Do you recognize this guy?
Hell
I'm not
yes.
talking about shirtless Stel, you guys. I'm talking about this guy.
I'm actually being called
Rafa.
out in this video.
He was supposed to be the group's bass vocalist. After training with Show BT, he moved on by running a K-pop reaction channel on YouTube. He
Did
also works as a
he?
freelance videographer and is now actively supporting his presidential candidate. He also made an appearance in the emotionally charged video greeting for SB19 in their Our Zone concert.
Oh,
Oh my God!
After a few test runs, they revamped the group to join the 2017 Pinoy K-pop star. This is when the prototype team was formed. For whatever reason, Rafa was replaced by this guy, Zeno.
They were definitely going for a different feel back then, weren't they?
They did not win in the competition. After Zeno's stint with ShowBT, he became a member of the OG roster of the K-pop cover group called Zero to Hero. And speaking of OG members, it just so happened that C13 of Vision was part of it as well. It's so mind-blowing how interconnected our idols' lives were, and I'm not even done yet. During my research, I stumbled upon this clip with C13 and Josh on the same stage. Just a fair warning, what you're about to see will slightly break your heart.
Why? Josh is so easy
I also
to
saw
spot because of his
C13 getting
eyes.
tired of his clothes. Nananahimik ako sa pagre-research tapos ito yung bubulaga. Anyway, when C13 left
There
the
is no
country
such
to
thing
work
as
in the
peacefully
US,
researching
the
SB19,
remaining
it
Zero
seems.
to Hero members decided to debut as a P-pop group.
Sa'yo na lang ang puso kong ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana
Nice.
naman ingatan mo ito.
Oh, who's this group? I wasn't paying attention.
Man, pero kayang lampasan. Huwag kang mag-alala.
I'm sure most of you didn't know this, but their debut wasn't a success, so they were forced to back out. After the setback, Zeno got into modeling and also pursued his interest in freelance videography. In the present day, he lives his life privately with a little mix of dancing from time to time.
You could definitely tell he was a strong dancer.
While all of these things are happening, our boy Ken has been wreaking havoc in the K-pop dance cover world with his group GA7.
I can totally imagine that as well. Look at him. He hasn't really changed very much in terms of his, like, presence, his
and
stage
Amigo
presence.
7. Sheesh.
I just can't believe that he flips
The
and
next one I'm
stuff.
gonna talk about is this guy, Kurt. Not gonna lie, I sometimes mistook him for Justin because they have a similar frame. Even before his trainee days, he was already a member of Seon together with Stell and Josh. After training with ShowBT, he moved on by teaching dance to students and continued performing with his K-pop cover group called Principium.
Whoa. Sick.
You can check out their YouTube channel. They still make some awesome K-pop dance covers to this day. Kurt presently works as an animator and a digital painter as well.
Wow. Multi-talented.
It wasn't only Pablo who stood there to watch the whole duration of PHP's rehearsal. There was also Stell, Josh, and Justin. It's because they were brothers. The last guy who almost became SB19 happens to be a member of PHP now,
Oh, well,
and
this
that is JP.
Is
This
very
guy, along
interesting
with Charles and
because I've
Yukito,
got some
were
PHP
Pablo's
lined up.
mentors because he was the youngest among their PHP dance cover group. They were instrumental in what Pablo has become. The boys also trained in ShowBT together only to see their closest brothers to not make it. This specific moment is very special because we just witnessed the full circle. From Pablo being the youngest to becoming the leader of SB19. From seeing his brothers struggle so hard to finally seeing their success.
Sa'yo na lang ang puso kong ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gasgas pa pero gumagana pa naman. Sana naman ingatan mo ito. Ginamit na may gas
I don't know these people, but why do I suddenly feel emotional? I felt that on the tip of my nose. That must be a good feeling. Oh.
In our lives, there can be moments when you feel like it's easier to give up. Heck, some people in this video even gave up at one point, but they came right back with a different perspective. Their past didn't break them, it built them. Yukito was in fact the leader of Zero to Hero that failed in their debut, but that didn't stop him. He came back with a different game plan together with his brothers who also failed with him in the past, and look at where they are now. So if you're watching this video and you are going through tough times, change your perspective. Thank the person who broke up with you because it gave you the opportunity to meet someone better in your life. Thank your boss for firing you because it gave you the opportunity to explore entrepreneurship. Thank your haters because life would be boring without them. Don't be bitter, be better. Always choose to be kind. If you don't do that, you'll just end up as a mere ghost in the past.
Chuck, this is not okay. You're making me feel all emotional. I needed a little bit of a pep talk. That was so good. It's interesting to know about these members that would have gone on to debut with SB19 or previous versions of the group. And I wonder how things would have panned out. So as I was saying about press hit play, I've got a few of their songs even lined up to listen to, all thanks to your recommendations. So it's good to have that information before I even go into getting to know them. Interesting. This is so interesting. I'm really, really enjoying this process. Please join me for episode 2. Let's get back on track very soon. And until I see you, take care. Stay safe.